Okay, so I'm going to weigh in on what everyone else is talking about on the YouTubes. That's, of course, the PlayStation 2 backwards compatibility train wreck that is happening. So if you don't know, now you know. Xbox, Microsoft, no, Xbox, stop listening. Stop listening. There we go. Microsoft had announced backwards compatibility for the 360. You take your game, put it in your console, and you can play them because they have an emulation software put or built in that allows that to happen. Sony just announced PlayStation is introducing backwards compatibility for your PS2 games. PS2 games. And everyone's thinking, oh, I can take that, I can dust off my Grand Theft Auto 3, put it in my PlayStation 4. Nostalgia time. That's not the case, is it? No, 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 no. You see, Sony is doing what Sony is known for. That is completely not giving a fuck and disrespecting their consumer base. These two consoles are announced at E3 2013, I think it was. Microsoft's talking about DRM, no more used games, everyone hates them for that, so they switch it up, but bad taste is left in everyone's mouth, so everyone goes out and they buy a PS4. PS4 has a very lackluster line of exclusives at the moment. Meanwhile, Microsoft, to remedy their fuck up, exclusive after exclusive after exclusive. It's not changing a lot of people's minds. What happens a year later? Sony announce PlayStation Now. Everyone's ears perk up. What the fuck's this about? You can stream your games with the PlayStation Now subscription. These games are PS3, PS Vita, and some PS4 games. It's like, yeah. But they put a paywall in front of it. 12 months for $100. What the what? Or you can pay X amount of money for X amount of hours with this game. And it's streaming. Just streaming, mind you. Streaming. So if you have shitty internet, this is not for you. If you have an internet that has a cap on your data, this is not for you. But they put a paywall in front of it. This is your version of backwards compatibility that you're gonna get from Sony. Okay. Just recently announced Xbox backwards compatibility. No fees, nothing. Plot them in, bam, you're good. Small list, but it's growing. That's acceptable. So now, Sony's wondering, how do we compete with that? PlayStation 2 backwards compatibility. Everyone's like, yeah. But what do? They take that wondrous golden ball that they have, they've been given from E3 2013, and they shine that shit up real nice, take that motherfucker, and they just roll it off a cliff. They drop the ball. The success that was given to them, they just don't give a fuck about. They've become so arrogant that they honestly believe adding a subscription to their online service, which never improved, introducing PS Now and adding a subscription for streaming and backwards compatibility for PS3 and Vita games, and then also charging you to play PlayStation 2 games, not allowing you to take your disc that you've had for 10 plus years and putting it in that console to play it. No. All three of those costs, they think is wise. They think this is what the consumer wants. And you know what? A lot of you people are going to accept it. A lot of you people is going to justify it. Well, there's trophy support now. How is this backwards compatibility? On top of all that, you have these re-releases and remakes. There's so much backwards compatibility in this generation now. It's ridiculous. Because it's not free, it's not true backwards compatibility. Other than what Nintendo is doing with Wii U by being able to play Wii U games, or Wii games, and what Microsoft is doing by being able to let you play 360 games. That is true backwards compatibility. Do you see, Microsoft, this is not a video of me bashing Sony and praising Microsoft. No. Don't get it fucking twisted. Do you see, Microsoft and Sony, completely different tax bracket of company. And you might not agree with it, you might hate that. But that's the truth. Microsoft has money to burn, to blow. They can take risks. They can do things like this. And it's going to benefit them. Or they're going to learn from their mistakes and change shit up and grow. But Sony does not have that financial stability to do this stuff. You can clearly see that they're putting shit out that people want, and they're abusing the shit by charging people. And you dumb motherfuckers is gonna fall for it every single time. Now see, myself, I had a PS4. There wasn't enough out for me to keep a PS4. I had the Order 1886. I had the fucking, The Last of Us. That's the game that I bought with it. I'm sorry, The Last of Us Remastered. I had Bloodborne. I actually still have Bloodborne. I bought that bitch digitally, so I'll have it forever. But I've had these exclusives. That's what I bought it for. But do you see, they were not that interesting. They weren't enough to keep me from getting rid of it. The only game that will come out that will make me go out and buy another PlayStation 4 is the God of War series. In which case, in the next 2 years, we don't see that happening. Unless they're keeping shit real tight knit on development of this game. The Uncharted series is not enough to make me buy a PlayStation 4. I'm sorry, I've owned all three of them. And the series is overrated. It's overrated. But I digress, I'm getting off topic. What I'd really like to see from Microsoft now, after they get the 360 in line, after they get the backwards compatibility for 360 all worked out, all the bugs all worked out, what have you, I would like to see backwards compatibility for the original OG Xbox. You see, I went out because I was feeling some type of way, and I bought an OG Xbox. I got it in my living room right now because it's all AV cables, baby. It's not HDMI, so I don't have it out here with the Xbox One, the 360. It's not out here. If I want to play it, it's going to be in a living room. But I went out and bought one. I spent $40 on the console and 2 games. Console and 2 games. The main game that I want to get, I can't really find anywhere but eBay, and it's pretty expensive. That's Def Jam Fight for New York, and that's one of the greatest games ever created. But I settled for Vex, which I believe this was an exclusive. Look at that game case, baby. Look how it's in pretty decent condition. Vex is actually pretty cool. If you like Crash Bandicoot, you'd probably like this. But one of my all-time favorite franchises, and I wish someone would pick this back up. Activision, come on, you've made this game. Come on, baby. Come on, do something with this. That's X-Men Legends. X-Men Legends, rather. X-Men Legends. This case is a little beat up. One of the greatest games of all time. But my take on this, I honestly think it's bullshit. I think Sony is making the biggest mistakes that they can make this generation. Maybe they're trying to get out the consoles. I don't know. But it seems like everything they're doing is just negative. They're doing it out of spite. We give you the best console out, the most powerful console out, and this is how you repay us, motherfucker. You want to play old shit? Okay, we'll let you play old shit, but you're gonna fucking pay us. Yeah, you're gonna pay. You can't put your disc that you have right at your house that's been sitting in your cupboard for 10 plus years. You can't put that bitch in our brand new console. No. You gotta buy it over again. That's what you're gonna do. And that's the way it seems. It's fucking crazy. And you dumbasses that are gonna support it, you dumbasses that are gonna try to justify it, you're fucking crazy. I can't understand how you would try to justify this. How you do justify it. You're fucking nuts. And I'm glad that I don't game with you motherfuckers. But yo, I'm having a good time in gaming right now. A lot of shit, a lot of gaming's taking up my time other than real life happening. That's why I ain't been on here for a while. But, yeah, anytime something big, important like this happens, I'm gonna have an opinion on it. But anyway, it's been your boy. It's been real. If you enjoyed my shit, make sure you share it any which way that you can. And I'm out. Deuces.